guess it doesn't matter. We've had our thick and thin, enough to know that I would rather not go through life without you. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends.
Hey everybody, Chico and Poppy here, with Poppy getting ready to make another dinner, and tonight I am making Tuscan chicken. Tuscan chicken, and I have about 3 pounds of diced up, not diced, more cubed chicken. I have about a pound of diced ham. I have a pound of mushrooms that have been cleaned and sliced. And I have a can here of marinated artichoke hearts. Let's see how much is in this. This is 14 ounces. And what I've done here is I've taken these and I've squeezed out the juice. Okay, and then I lightly chop these up a little bit. But I squeeze the juice out and I reserve the juice because we're going to use this later on. Like I always do, I've cooked my spaghetti ahead of time. And after I cooked the spaghetti, I reserved 1 cup of the water from the pasta that I cooked. Alright, first thing we're going to do is put some olive oil in the pan. We're going to cook off this chicken. Salt and pepper. Let's do the pepper and not the salt. This is a nice light meal. This doesn't have a heavy sauce. A nice light meal. I do it with a spaghetti or a thin spaghetti. Either one is good. Okay, this chicken is just about done, starting to brown up nice. Now let's get this off the heat. Okay, same pan, we're going to go right in with the mushrooms. We're going to do a little salt and pepper here on the mushrooms. I will put salt on the mushrooms because it helps break it down a little bit. Do a little bit more on the olive oil. Okay, these mushrooms are just about done. Add them right to our chicken. Get a little more olive oil to the pan. Now we're going to do our artichokes. Don't forget, I squeezed all the juice out of these, so these should be fairly dry, but they taste really good when you brown them up. These artichokes are just about done. Put this in the same pan. A little bit of olive oil, and the last one we're doing is our ham. Little trick with this ham, when this ham is done, it's going to start popping like popcorn. And then you got to get it out of here, out of this pan fast. I always do this one last, and the reason is that the ham has all, it's very wet. It's got a lot of water in it. And what happens is it's going to pull all the flavors up out of that pan, from the chicken and the mushrooms and the artichokes and the olive oil. All that flavor is going to get into this meat now, coming off of that pan. Just remember what I said, when this starts popping like popcorn, you got to get it out of there, because it will start popping right up on you. Okay, I'm starting to hear a little bit of a pop. I don't know if you can hear it or not. You hear that? Can you hear it popping? That's it. That's how you know it's done. Okay, so now I've lowered the heat, and this is going to get stirred up a little bit and all go back into the pan, okay? I got it down at a low simmer. How nice that looks. Okay, so now I'm going to give it a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to put in the juice from the marinated artichoke hearts. And 1 cup of the water from after when I made the pasta water. Okay, I'm going to turn this up to about a 4 now. We're going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, probably a tablespoon. And our trusty Parmesan cheese. This cheese is going to get into that juice, and it's going to give us a little bit of a nice flavor. It's going to give us into that water and the artichoke juice. I'm going to put a cover on this, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, on a medium to low heat, okay?
A few moments later.
Okay, so it's been a few minutes here. I've been letting this simmer a little bit, making sure everything is done and incorporated together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this just a little bit more cheese, shut it off. Well, why don't we do this first? Why don't we put our pasta in and give it a few seconds to come back to life. Alright. And as we're doing that, I shut this off. I'm going to give it a little bit more cheese. And I'm going to go with a little of the fresh parsley. I don't put this in until the end because you got a better flavor when it's a little bit raw. Alright, you can always use a little of this to garnish on top as well. So this is done. We're going to take the pasta out. We're going to put this on top. And we are good to go with Tuscan chicken. I think I need a bigger bowl. I never have enough room in this bowl. I'm going to take some of this out because I just don't have a lot of room to just dump it. Ooh. Put some of that juice in there. I think I'm going to leave it like that, guys, because I just don't have enough room. What you do here now is you can put a little more cheese on top, a little more fresh Parmesan if you like. But this is my recipe for Tuscan chicken. It's got the cooked chicken, it has the artichokes, it has mushrooms, and the diced ham. Very good, nice and light meal. It's not very heavy like spaghetti and meatballs will be. It's just a nice light meal. Okay, remember what Grandma Jen used to always say? Enjoy your life and your food every day. Okay, ciao.